All right, so I've mentioned many times throughout the years on this channel that there was a black ceiling fan in my living room at the old apartment before we put up the Hampton Bay Carousel. And I never thought I'd actually find the one picture that showed it in the background, and I finally came across it. My dad has this picture in a photo album at his house, and while I was going through it, I found it finally. This is the original ceiling fan we had before the Hampton Bay Carousel went up. From what I'm seeing, it definitely looks like the Windsor and Browne Casablanca Mercury copy. I know it had circle vents just like it, so the only thing that throws me off is the blade arms. Because other pictures I've seen of it, it had the cat eye type blade arms, whereas in this picture, it looks like it has that, but well, that's what I remembered it having as a kid. It could be replacement blade arms, or it could be a later version where they had different blade arms for it. But the motor housing does look a bit beefier. But this is the fan, and you guys can sort of recognize the old ceiling there, the wood framed ceiling that we had at the old house or old apartment. But yeah, now that I see an exact picture of it, I definitely will be a little bit easier to try to find the exact model again. I have not seen one since. Um, it has to be a Windsor and Browne fan. I can't, like, that's the only fan I can think of it being, just with different blade arms. But yeah, and that's just a picture of my dad holding me when I was like 4 to 5 years old. So it was like a little bit around the time that this was like right around the time before it got replaced. My mom donated it to a thrift store after like a year or two after it was taken down, which I'm still upset about to this day. But I mean, at the same time, it wasn't really like she thought I would actually want to keep it. I didn't really express it at the time. But at the same time, I never thought she would get rid of it. But we also didn't really have any use for it after. We weren't planning to use it. So yeah, but this is the original fan that I had in the living room. And it seems to have like a brass stripe across it. Yeah, I'm just so happy to find a picture of it finally. In fact, that actually looks like the poetry notes on the Bahama at my grandmother's house. The same style. But yeah, this is the original ceiling fan we had in the living room at my old apartment. Then the Hampton Bay Carousel, and then the Hampton Bay Carriage House 2, the Kodak Regency, and then lastly the Hunter Low profile before he moved out of the apartment. So if anybody finds one of these out in the wild on Marketplace or anything like that, and they're not asking an insane amount of money, get it from me and I'll pay you a good amount for it, because this is, as of now, this is definitely the fan that I'm gonna look for that's like on the top of my list. So yeah, and that'll be it for this video. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and stay tuned for more videos to come.